والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. My dear brothers and sisters, it was mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ said, ما فعل النغير يا أبا عمير. I'll mention first the story behind it. That Anas ibn Malik, he has a little brother that's his nickname Aba Umayr. He used to take care of a small bird and he lost that one, that bird died. And the Prophet ﷺ found a time in his busy schedule to go and bring happiness to that young boy. He's not like making fun of him. Oh, you're crying because of your bird died. Be a man, what this? The Prophet softened his heart and said, ما فعل النغير يا أبا عمير. What happened, O Aba Umayr, for your bird? What happened? Can you imagine? Some people critique the hadith and they said, hey, what's the point of this hadith? Imam al-Shafi'i wrote a reply to mention 90 point. He's extracted from this hadith. Can you imagine? This is the scholar. He will see something that we didn't see. So one of that, is that it's permissible to have a bird in a cage. In a cage. That's from this hadith. It's permissible to have that nickname with Abu Fulan with the little child. So many things, 90 points from that hadith. Just to reply for those who say, oh, what's the significance of this hadith? They want to make fun of that. And that's what tells you that's the difference between ulama, people of knowledge, and others. That's why we're lucky for this ummah that we go back. We have those scholars. We learn from them and we extract from their wisdom. But here not my point. My point, that the Prophet ﷺ found the time from his busy schedule to take care of even a little child. The Prophet ﷺ, how many hats he wore? He's an imam, he's a counselor, a prophet, a mujahid, a father, a governor, a ruler, over 30 different hats. And he has definitely busy schedule, but he still finds time for his social life and take care of his companion, even those young ones among them. When he will miss somebody, he will ask. And if he was told he's sick, he will visit. If he told that he's in need, he will try to go for his need. That's our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We learned that humans are social by their nature. Human beings are social beings by nature. And we need to be social among each other. And we don't think that's a waste of time or it's not worth. This is a ibadah. This will bring the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's something required. Let me, really see that as we are together, turn right and left and tell me that the person that you have seen more often and if you know the name of that person or not. Shake hands with the person that on the right and shake hands of the person that on the left. Do you know them? If you don't know, mention your name and learn their names. Now, shake hand with that brother beside you and the one left. Mention their names. Please, brothers, do not belittle this. Wallahi, do not belittle this practice. That will be beneficial in dunya and akhirah. I remember that day when I said, your brother, he's sick and he's in a dire need of your dua and he's in the critical situation and he's in the hospital and nobody visiting him. And I went next day and nobody visited him. I came back upset. He said, brothers, I told you about your brother. He's always with you, and he's in the hospital. They didn't know him because they couldn't recognize his name. When I showed them his picture, they said, oh, is that the one we know him? And the next day, the hospital flooded with the brothers. They said, what's going on? Like 100 brothers went to visit him. The nurses were surprised. But the point here, sometimes we announce that person gets sick or the person died. And we didn't know that the person, the same one, was praying beside us the day before. Where's the right of our brothers? Where's the real brotherhood and the real sisterhood? We should really care about each other and know about each other. Maybe we should do the name tag. Maybe like at least to know each other at least for a couple of days. Maybe we have special function for this. Sometimes when a person, I forget his name, I will ask him, I want to write your name in my calendar, in my contact, how do you spell it? It's just a tricky way, because sometimes you feel embarrassed or he feels bad if you don't know his name. Yes, is that right? There's one old man, he's always calling his wife, my love, my best, wife, always nice words. They told us, look at that, mashallah. He's like even in his age of 80 and still saying nice word and call his wife with that way. They said, what is secret? He told them, please do not tell her. For the last 10 years, I forget her name and I feel bad to ask her. He has dementia. But really, brothers, please, that's in dunya, that's important as fulfilling the right of your brother. And what's important in akhirah? Maybe that person that he remember your name and he will sit in Jannah and he will say, how about that person? And they will mention your name. And when it's going to happen? Because if you mention your brother and you miss your brother, Allah will tell angels, go and call upon that person, and that person will be out of hellfire because of his friend that was in Jannah that he missed him. The people of hellfire, they would say, what's going on? He was granted the shafa'ah of Shafi' of Nabi. They will tell him, no, that because of his friend. And at that time, they will feel bad and they will say, فَمَا لَنَا مِن شَافِعِينَ وَلَا صَدِيقٍ حَمِيمٍ. Where's our intercessors? Where's our good friends? We want to be out of hellfire like he did. So, no doubt, that's one of the ways to fulfill the right of your brothers in dunya, and that will be helpful for you in akhirah. So let's, try to know each other and give some time and attention for our social life. This is not something extra. This is part of our deen. This is an important part of our deen, that knowing each other and love each other and fulfill the right of each other. So every day, make your assignment to introduce yourself to one brother, and sisters, introduce yourself to one sister, and by that, inshallah, you know many others, and we build that our community and strengthen our relation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to fulfill our duties. Ameen.